Market update on the 25th. Let's start off with SPY today. I haven't been doing SPY as much lately, but I went over the chart. I think that this right here is a W wave, this is an X wave, and then we have a 5-wave move in the works. For targets, I'm looking for on arithmetic 448 and then 454 for log chart. And I think that as far as where it's at though, get rid of this, we finished the third wave in my opinion. So you have a first wave right here, and we hit it exactly. So that's the third wave. And then just like QQQ, we are consolidating. As far as where we consolidate to, we had a pretty deep second wave, so probably not going to go as deep on this consolidation, but there is a gap here at 422.98. So I think that we can go all the way down here to 422.98. The first wave ends at 418. So I would just be looking for something like this, basically, just kind of like that over the next like month or so. The second wave took about a month and 10 days, so this is just started on the 15th, so we're only 10 days into it, so we probably got another couple of weeks to finish this off. I would look for filling the gap, and then I would be looking for a move higher to 448 to 454. That's pretty, it's about as basic as I can make it. And then after that, we'll see. It should be the top, but if for some reason we end up getting, let's say we end up like chopping around and coming down here like a fourth wave, then I would consider it potentially having the opportunity to go for a fifth wave. But I still think this is a ABC structure right here, and so I'm looking for it to be the finish at 448 to 454. So pull back over the next couple weeks to probably fill this gap at 423. That's only like a 2% drop from here, so it's not really that bad for SPY compared to QQQ. On QQQ, we have to zoom in a lot on this one. So I have A wave ended right here. So third wave actually ended right here. A wave right here. And then this right here should be the end of the B wave. In the last video I talked about 366, 368. We hit that pretty much. We hit a little bit short than what I thought it was going to go to. I thought it might come all the way up here to 367.54, but that's fine. There's still a possibility that this is very slim possibility, but there still is a possibility that this is the end of the B wave, and we still would see up here. That's still possible, even though I don't really like this structure right here. Or we're looking at it like that, or we're looking at it like, let's see, just this. So ABC or A, and then this is B, and then we have C wave higher. So either one of those would be valid. I personally think that we probably already completed the B wave and we're starting the C wave down. And this was a first wave and this was a second wave. So if I'm correct on that, then I would be looking for next week, early in the week, to come down here to 357.41, bounce. And then the target is probably somewhere around 353, 354 for this move. So A, B, and then C. Could be early in the week, could be later in the week, but 353, 354. And then based on what I've charted so far, I think that that's not the end of it. So this could happen early next week, and then we could bounce back up here, and then we would have another move down here that could take us to like 342. I'm not sure if we're going to fill the gap. We're probably not going to fill this gap down here until we actually really correct. So I'm just looking for like 340 to 345, and the fourth wave should be finished at that point. Timing wise, probably looking at sometime in July, maybe mid-July, maybe July OPEX, and then it can start the final move higher for either the C wave or the third wave overall. If it's a C wave, it's an extended C wave, so you got to watch out for that, because that would mean that would be the top overall. We would have, this would be the B waves, this would be A, and this would be B. And you'd be looking for the C wave down here into 2024. Or this is the start of the end of the third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave higher. And this could be going way, way higher. Could be the end of the overall fifth wave as well if it breaks the high here. So, a few different possibilities on that. Apple is probably the most annoying stock to chart. I traded it a little bit a couple months ago and made some pretty good money, but at this level, I don't really want to trade it, but I think it could have finished the third wave, or it's about to. Let's see here. Fourth wave ended right here. So this might be the top right here. This could be a B wave right here. Overall, though, there is a gap fill here at 175.77. If the market's going to fall, if QQQ is going to go down to 340, then I think Apple should at least come down here to 175 and then get into this daily demand. If it were to break through that, the next gap fill is at 167. So really not a very good structure for a 5-wave move, but you can't deny the length of this move. And so it could be the end of the third wave, pull back for a fourth wave, and then go higher. Tesla, this is the one I've been trading the most. Zoom in again. So Tesla, I've been talking about 230 to 235 for a week or two now, and I think that that is still the most likely landing spot. This is likely the B wave again right here. So this is A, this is B. Just like SPY though, it's possible that this ends up being A, B, and then we go a little bit higher. But I think that that's less likely. But it is a possibility. I think it's more likely that we completed the B wave right here, and we're looking at something down here now. The thing about this, though, is it would complete pretty quickly, I think. This only took a day. Wow. It took a day to get from 276 to 247. That's kind of crazy. So this could be completed pretty quickly. And so I guess I got to leave the door open also. If QQQ goes down to 353, there's a slim possibility that that would be the bottom as well, just based on a few of the charts. But Tesla, I'm looking for basically this gap fill at 235, and that would complete the overall fourth wave. If I zoom out here, that would hit the midpoint pretty quickly here, and it could start the fifth wave higher. So look for more downside. Down after hours pretty big actually. I don't know why, but they have deliveries coming up too. I'm not sure the date on that, but that would probably be another catalyst. That might be the catalyst to take it to the upside, to be honest. So whenever that is, that could be the catalyst after the fourth wave is finished. Microsoft. So Microsoft, I'm just looking for this to consolidate to like 316 for a fourth wave. That's a gap fill, hit daily demand, and we'd be looking at kind of like this. So just starting the fourth wave right here. If I zoom in a little bit, just like everything else, it looks like it completed an A wave right here. And so based on all these charts, we might just get a move down one more time to 353 on QQQ and all these charts. It could be pretty quick. And that would be about a 5% move lower on Microsoft. If we take our calculator, let's just see what they 353 is about 3% lower. So yeah, there's a chance it could be ending pretty quickly. Also, I know I said 340 and into July, but you have to watch out for it to end quicker than expected. Let's go over Google. So Google, I think this is kind of in the same spot as SPY, basically. It finished a third wave right here. I'm looking for a pullback on Google to 113-ish. There's a gap fill right there, and then there's some daily demand here. Invalidation probably below 108.84, but 113.50-ish is where I'm looking for a pullback, and then we'll find out after that, just like SPY, if this is a 5-wave move or an extended C wave. So again, it's either ABC or this is a first wave, second wave. Take your pick. I think either one of them, 50-50 possibility in my opinion. But I do see new lows going to 2024, so I would still lean towards an extended C wave. Let's see here. What else we got? Amazon. Amazon is, I'm looking for about 134 on this. There's a gap fill at 133. Depending on which way you use it, if I look at the log chart, it hasn't even broken the parallel line here yet. So we're not even to the parallel line yet on the log chart. And so I'm looking for it to hit the top of this parallel line, and that's going to either be, I think it's a C wave. This move right here looks like ABC to me, pullback, and then 134 would be the C wave. Depending on if it does that like next week, let's say it does that next week, early in the week, then I would look for a pullback and then probably higher when QQQ and SPY go to new highs. But really, the only thing to worry about right now is this gap fill at 133, 134 target. On the log chart, it does say 140, so that's a possibility as well. But yeah, I'm looking for probably another couple percentage higher before selling off pretty good. NVIDIA, I think this completed the overall fifth wave here. As far as targets go, let's say this completed the overall third wave, starting back from when it came into the stock market. So if we go out here and look at this, that is from 99. So if we completed the overall third wave here, then we should get a pretty substantial pullback, but I think any of these gap fills is fine. So we have a gap fill at 396, gap fill at 318, 230, 209, and 150. I think that 317 is likely for a fourth wave. Could come down a lot farther than that as well. It's kind of hard to predict on the video right now because we're still waiting to see if it actually has topped out yet. But let's say it did top out here for the 5th wave. Gap fill at 395 should be inevitable, but I would definitely be looking for a gap fill at 320 sometime in the next like 6 months to a year, maybe even 230. But again, if I zoom out here, this is still only the overall 3rd wave. So 1, 2, I have this as a 3rd wave right here. So it's still got another move higher. So 1, 2, 3. So who knows how high it's going to go, but something like that. So I think that's it. Did I miss any of them? Not much in the textile. Oh, Meta. Let's go over Meta. I haven't actually looked at this one. Meta filled the gap, and I think it's a B wave. So I think it did complete the overall 5th wave right here. And then we got the beginning of this. So we should get a flat here down to the bottom of wave A. And then it's either going to do this and then get another move down here. But that remains to be seen. Short term, I would just be looking for pullback to like 275, 276. As we just completed that B wave, filled the gap. I've been talking about 290 for a while. It did not fill it right here, and then it finally comes up here and fills it on the B wave. So that was pretty important to get to that target, and now I think it can sell off decently. Back down here, as far as targets go, there's some gap fills way down here at like 217. I don't think it gets there. So we'll have to just follow it day by day, but 276 short term. The dollar. I think the dollar still has another move to the upside. I'm still not looking for very much higher than 105, 106, but I think it can come up here one more time, and then we can sell off to the lows I've been talking about down here at like 93, 94. So look for that. The VIX, don't need to go over that because it doesn't really matter that much anymore. And that's it, I think. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, like the content. This content's been pretty accurate lately overall, so hopefully that continues. We can get down here at 422 on SPY. QQQ, look for 340 to 345, potentially only 353. If that happens, then get ready to buy the dip and get ready for more upside and everything. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'm going to do a SoFi video here later in the day, but that's it for the overall market. Have a good rest of the weekend. Talk to you soon.